Welcome, Habibi, for another reaction to the Toxic Couple channel. Um, Unfortunately, I'm doing it alone because my wife doesn't like to react on interviews, on debate and stuff, so I'm doing them all alone. She like music and stuff like this. So yeah, let me just take you about what we're gonna react to. Every day at 8 p.m. I'm dropping something new, so you're not gonna be disappointed. Uh, so subscribe, guys. Stay fan. Just joking. So this video is Jake unveil the truth behind the Logan Paul. So we all know Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the brothers, and they're making a lot of drama in America. I was a fan basically when they was doing Vine, but things change. I'm still fan of Jake. He's really progressing. He's really nice, doing boxing now. And who for the guys who follow Andrew Tate, they are familiar with the Logan Paul Andrew Tate debate. So let's before we take any conclusion about them, let's just hear what Jack, because his brother, he grew up with him, so let's just dive in, guys.
Bro, me and can we even post this episode? Because it's like
because it's his brother.
Yeah.
Logan talking condescendingly about Jake in Jake's own documentary.
Off camera, he was basically like, no, like I never respected you when we were kids. Like I thought you were a failure.
He fucks your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm at it.
Logan has made anything that's great and big for Jake about Logan somehow, one way or another.
Literally said all this stuff to his brother, and he did things to his brother. If you cannot trust brother, you cannot trust anyone. That's bottom line.
Going off.
Let's see. Well, I like
This
Jack
is gonna
Paul.
be the best episode we've ever had, by far, hands down. And the energy is rising.
okay, he's
have that
tripping.
in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Bring it out. Come on. Your turn,
wolf.
Jasper.
Yeah, it feels
Let's
better.
get
You're wolf or sheep.
that the fuck up, you bitch ass mother.
Jesus.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
I'll dog you out right now. Bring the fucking
Can we
smoke,
add,
bro?
add some DMX?
Nah, turn your shit up.
Is what you hearing?
Yeah, is what you hearing. You know what time it is. Rough Riders anthem.
Mellow Boys today, man. It's a lot going on though. You're in some issues, man.
I'm not in any issues
Well, there's some issues
that are being pushed onto me.
by a crazy guy. It seems like, man. I've been reading the comments and they don't seem to on his side.
Okay, guys. I hope I didn't forget what I was going to say. Fucking publicity. So what I'm saying is that this is not an interview. This is not a debate. This is just a podcast, I guess, between friends. So as you just seen, like, I don't think it's gonna be challenging with the hard questions. It's just a podcast, randomly friendly podcast. So let's see what they're gonna unveil.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You seemed a little down yesterday.
We should give some context. Jake, you were on Impulsive 2 days ago, and you and your brother got into a passionate discussion back and forth about some issues that I think you've both been keeping in for a while.
For people who didn't see the the podcast of his brother, so go check it. I checked it already, so I don't want to react to it because I already checked it. But I want to react to this one.
And it kind of exploded on the show, and there was a bit of back and forth about some jealousy, about stealing fights, about brand partnerships, and now we're a couple days after that, and the internet has reacted, but I don't know if you have, so it'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are a couple days out from that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just like all a tough situation because our life is in the public spotlight, and I like don't even want to perpetuate it more and like continue to create turmoil or any like weird energies that are out there. But like then the other side of it is already out there, and then I look bad because of how he is acting, so it looks like I'm arguing with him, but really I'm more so just setting his ego in line. And this is just me being honest, because I feel like I've just held it in for so many years. Like I'm kind of just speaking my mind more so now, and I like the truth sets you free. But I'm kind of more so, I'm not arguing with him. Like, I don't want him to look bad, but he almost, like, can't help himself to look bad, and I think that's
Yeah, that's true. He already looking bad, so whatever you're gonna say about him, it's not gonna be fucked up. He already looking like really. He's already he scammed a lot of people.
Yeah, you
fuck, bro. I don't even know if we can go here with all this shit.
but the problem is like you silence yourself often about it.
That's true. Yeah,
And you
should
like
talk.
deal with it in real life, and you try to converse with him, but it like leaves it so one-sided and just gives his narrative like just a one-way fucking tarmac to fly off. And I feel like you don't like shed enough light or like share your narrative of it, or like what it really is.
Yeah, because I think it just makes us both look bad that like we can't. I guess be on the same page as like brothers. Like him looking bad makes me look bad. So it's like we both
That's
look
true.
stupid,
That's
and
true.
there's like no point. I mean, and
Bloodline.
this is what's stupid about it is like I don't know why he put that out. Like I was telling him and his team like, why are you putting this out? No one wins here. And then his team is like clapping like, no, this is great content. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if we can fucking use this. Because then when I start to talk about it, it just feels like I'm bringing him down, which I don't want to do. But then it's like, but I also don't want to be brought down with him. So it's like, what do I choose? What side do I choose? And then now it's like starting to unravel and like reveal itself. And like clearly he has envy and jealousy towards me, and that's what I told him off camera. And he's like, no. But it like everyone sees it.
It's true.
It's like clear as day.
He looked like
and it's
he's
like,
jealous
why?
about his brother.
We're on the same team. I'm not in competition with him. I want him to be a billionaire. I want him to accomplish all of his goals. It's him undermining me and being condescending towards me and trying to little bro me and discrediting everything that I do and
So what makes you so like passionate about just trying to level it out and like not speak on it, or like just
Because it's his brother.
yeah.
And like
And
no,
like
yeah, but it's like ongoing. It's been years of like you being undermined, and it's evident. Like
Yeah.
everyone knows that. Like in personal relationships, on the internet, you can see it everywhere, and everyone knows it. And like you're the only person who doesn't speak. Like you let him win every time.
yeah, because I don't care enough to like try to prove my point. Like the way you combat that is with like more love. Like you're not like being abrasive towards it and just like creating more. Then this is where this all gets fucked. Is like, dude, can we even post this fucking episode? Because it's like now I'm perpetuating it. But at some point, when am I just a rag doll who's like bending over and like letting him treat me like shit? So then it's like it's such a tricky situation. And by the way, a public forum is like not the place to handle it, and then that's where I get caught up in the loop.
That's what he loves. Like the media is his moral compass. Like whatever is right to the public eye is what he follows.
Yeah.
So like he loves this shit. Like that's the only way you can kind of settle it on his grounds, because you never want to settle it on your grounds. It never settles. It's been ongoing. You say, oh,
Jake here, he still didn't speak his mind. He's still no. I'm not going. I don't want to say shy, but I would like to say hiding his mind here. He doesn't want to speak his mind. He doesn't want to talk about his brother, and it's understood. You can understand it. You can relate to it. You cannot talk bad about your brother. He's your brother. He's your blood. You cannot talk bad about. But the crazy part is that if you don't trust your brother, who can you trust? That's I will not trust my friend over my brothers. My brothers, my family are everything. I will not trust my friends over my brothers. I had I had a friend for 8 years, and it went to nowhere. So, and they have all the time an expression. In Nigeria, we say "مولدة الشمام yemek" means that your mother didn't brought him, from the same place. So you don't care about it. Friend,
the way you handle this with more love.
But
You've
brother
been
is
giving
your
more
brother.
and more and more love.
So you understand?
Every time it happens, you went from 50% to 60% to 70%, 80%. Now you're at his door with the love, and here you are.
Yep. No, and then it's just me getting like taken advantage of. But I think this might be like a turning point where if he, I don't know.
Yeah, the whole thing I think never should have been a public conversation. It should have been a conversation between the two of you. Like I
Shoot.
said, I think
Not
this has been a
not
thing
on
that's been
air.
bubbling up between you for a while. At least on your side, I think you felt a lot of this for a while. You felt like your older brother was jealous of you. You felt like he always makes things that are about you about him, and it's bothered you, and you've wanted to have that conversation. And it should have been a private conversation, but now it's a public conversation. And I think that's where it's like, as a friend, when it's made a public conversation, you still chose to take the high road in a lot of aspects. There's a lot of things you didn't say there, and
Yeah, because I don't want it to seem like I'm arguing. That I don't need to argue my point in case. Like I let my actions and my love speak for itself.
yeah,
Okay, before I forget it, I also want to add it like that's what Logan loved to do. You know, he liked to make his friends or reduce them. You know what I mean? Like they don't look really good around him. That's what happened with George, and George was a really good friend of them. He was doing Vine with them. When, I don't remember, but I watched them a long time ago, maybe 2017, and they was really good friends since. Imagine, I don't know, maybe 10 years, maybe 11, maybe 12, I don't know. And just to throw it like this, yeah, so, but you also can relate with to understand if he did this shit to his brother, who are you to him to do this shit to you? You're nobody. It's his blood. It's his brother. So if he did these things to his brother, then you're nobody to him. You have to understand this
And
also from another different point of
but
Jake.
maybe yeah, maybe it's like what
From
Jasper's saying
George.
is like that doesn't get through to him,
yeah.
and it hasn't. So, um,
For me, the most frustrating thing out of that whole conversation for me was hearing him undermine you and belittle you with these snarky comments about we know who the better fighter is. Come on, Jake. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, little bro. We
yeah.
know. And to me, what that
Well,
reminded
Jake
me of,
is better
I actually had
boxer.
this.
So
This
obviously
I'm an
he's a
older
better
brother.
boxer. We
I have
all
a younger
know.
brother, and for
But you
years as a
know,
kid, I unconsciously did a similar thing, where I was better at him than a lot of things, and I would take advantage of that. And like I loved being better and being the older brother, and I always won whatever we were playing because I had certain advantages. And there was
but
like
keep
one
it,
thing he was better
hide
at
it, guys.
than me, and it was get video games. And then you know what I would say? I would say, yeah, I wasn't actually trying. And like I didn't think anything of that until we were a little bit older, and he was like, yeah, that really hurt me when you would do that. He's like, I just love you and look up to you, and even when I would finally win a game, you would have to belittle it or
Big brother
write it
syndrome
off.
is a very real thing, bro. You have to understand.
Now he's saying it like I'm feeling I did the same shit to my brothers, but I hope they didn't hate me for that. We are really close, brother. I hope, but it made me these things made me rethink again. I might call them and ask about if I hurt them or something like this because I don't want to hurt my brothers. I don't want to do that. They are everything to me.
Like I'm the youngest. I have fucking 3 older brothers that I lived with my entire life. As a younger brother, it's not my goal to be better than you. I get excited. It's like, holy shit, I did something, like, you might be proud of me. I just fucking won. Like, isn't that cool? And like tearing it down is like the craziest thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for me as the little brother, it's always like team. We did this together. We started
Should
our
be a
YouTube
team,
channel
yes.
together, and basically, like off camera, he was basically like, no, like I never respected you when we were kids, and
yeah, that's fucking
and
terrible.
like I thought you were a failure, and all this shit, and I was just like, so you didn't even like respect.
There is a big difference, guys, when you tell your brother, you look, you need to perform good, you need to do this, you want to be a suck up for your life. There is a difference between mine, I don't know how to the words, but make him seems like he's little, or you can make him seems like he need to accomplish things, but in this case he make him seems like he's not doing anything, even though whatever we all know Jake, he accomplished a lot of things, so
Me as a brother because I was always there for you and trained for sports with you and played with you in the woods and built forts together, and we were best friends, and we survived a traumatic childhood together between our parents like abusing us, like,
shit.
but you had no respect for me until I was older and was successful, and then I was just like, I don't know what's going on right now, and now I'm just like lost.
But where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm there.
you watch the documentary.
I think I'm there.
You see,
and in the documentary, he was so condescending and still like undermining me the whole entire
you
time.
get on a plane right
Undermined
after your
him.
fight,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
and
Thank
the
you.
most wild
Sorry, guys,
shit
my English.
possible. The first thing he says to you as soon as you guys sit down on a plane, I don't know if you want to share that, but personally, I think it's fucking insane. And it's just, where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm at it. I think it was that. But then it's like, then it's just like this whole fucking loop. Like, I have always taken the higher road in 2017. Always take the higher road. Always don't try to say my case online.
There's some things you can't even say.
Yeah, and he drops diss track and take higher road. He does it, take higher road, take higher road, take higher road. And
He
like,
fucks your girlfriend.
yeah, and exactly. And it's like, take higher
1 minute. Reword that. 1 minute. Reword. I heard it in the beginning. I will comment after.
road. Don't expose that. Oh, now he wants to expose it himself. Okay. But I just don't even perpetuate it.
but it's a fucking pattern. Do you not realize?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Imagine,
I think I'm at the breaking point.
imagine a
It's
person
like,
being
what do I
so
do?
sociopathic
I hate this shit.
that like they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna tell the world
This
I
is not
fucked
all
my brother's
worth-
girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
that's insane. The media is his moral compass. Like
Compass.
compass. Fuck you. Even like him, I see him in the gym bi-weekly. Like he'll be in the gym once every 2.
Look, guys, the true brotherhood is not like this. I will not accept my friends to talk bad about my brothers, and I hope the other also need to do this shit, you know. But he already in his break point, so you have to understand him also in his point. He would not. He didn't. In the beginning, he didn't like maybe his friend to talk about his brother at all, even not to mention him badly. But now he's already in his breaking point, so we can wait everything from them. I think he's gonna talk much than we think, and about fucking his girlfriend, a brother fucking your girl, bro. Come on. As I said it in the beginning, if you don't trust your brother, who you gonna trust though? Seems too much crazy to me. Do you please comment on this one? What do you think about this one? Like if your brother betray you behind your back and do such thing with your wife or with your girl, you know? Your friend, you can accept it if your friend did it because he's no one to you. He doesn't. There is some. Even your friend shouldn't do this shit, but you have to understand. Shitty friends do this shit. But from your brother, it's a little bit crazy.
2 weeks.
I'm still
Fuck, bro,
processing
we
what the
can't-
fuck is
Are we
happening.
really doing this right now?
Well, this
No, I
whole
don't think
thing
we
feel
can
yeah.
do
This whole
this.
thing feels wrong. This feels fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
unrealistic.
I don't like sitting here, shit talking two brothers. Your brothers
Exactly.
at
That's,
the end of the
I
day.
said it before.
And this whole thing feels wrong, but it is public now. It's been made public. I don't know how
Logan
you
I don't
already
see
made
how
it.
you react
Yes.
in private and
especially
how
when you have a
feel.
private conversation with him after and it goes terribly.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
And really how I feel, like I don't know if this is out of line, but like I feel really if you're really just the better fighter and you're just Lil Bro and really really Jake, we know I think you should get you could go to Puerto Rico and spar right now. And we can see how that goes cuz I think it's fucked up.
No, don't need to do that.
Yeah.
No.
But
But that just shows the separation between you guys. It's like, in his mind, like, oh, I would love to fight him one day. And in your mind, you literally never want to fight your brother. That's not an option in your mind that you would like to choose not to.
Well, I
and
think
just be
Logan
great
said he
together.
didn't want to fight Jake, but it's just interesting to hide behind. We know who the better fighter is, buddy. But I'll never fight you because I'm your brother and I love you so much. But we know, buddy, who's the better
He
one.
fucking-
That's
yeah. And
Did you see that picture of when you won your fight against Nate Diaz and everybody's cheering and Logan's sitting there? He looks like a super villain. Like this once again. This feels fucking weird because we go back to Puerto Rico and we see Logan every day. This
He already speak about this in his defense. I already heard this one. He says that he was tired from WWE. He performed and then he came and But it's not an excuse also. In the same time, it's not an excuse to not really be happy for your brother that he won against an UFC fighter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter even if you. it's really sad. I'm gonna talk with my brother. I hope I'm hearing some stuff from the little brother, and I have two little brothers, so I would like to talk to them.
It's like I don't know, bro, but like, did you see that picture or the video?
Yeah, I didn't.
Sad.
I didn't think it was real. But it's like, what? It seems fake, but it's not. There's like a
Yeah,
video of it too, and I just don't get it. I just can't believe it. I don't know.
It's almost
It's
too fucked
weird.
up to
It's
be
weird.
true.
It's really weird.
Because even in private, like you speak so highly of like what you guys like, what you want you guys to do, and your plans, and like even just exciting things that you want them to be a part of. Like when you talk about like your ranch, you're like, oh, me and Logan this, me and Logan that. Like everything, you involve him in every single fucking thing you can possibly.
I think the reason I've created like our brotherhood, and like having these friends around is because
Who think that Jake you just I'm not saying this, but who think that Jake gonna maybe better for him just to go with the Tate brothers? Maybe I don't know, but I'm just saying that he seems that he have the same mentality as them. With when it comes to brotherhood, only with
I
brotherhood, not
yearn
same
for it.
ideas,
And
but only with
Logan's even
brotherhood.
said it. What you always have people around. You always have so many people around. It's because I was like so lonely as a kid, and I never had like the brother that I wanted, and so like I found you guys, and it's like that's why I like have so many people around. It's because it's like this brotherhood that I so deeply yearned for as a kid, and like never had anyone to play with. Wasn't allowed to like hang out with him and his friends, and I would
That's
just like
normal,
ride my
that's
bike
normal.
around the city, like
Bro, that's
asking kids
normal.
to hang out because I like wanted that like person, and that's what bothers me so much today is the fact that we started all this together as like a team, and we
Start something good, and then he like creates war within it. It's like you guys buy a warehouse together, and you like hang up a better flag because that's a company you fucking own. Now there's a Barstool flag right behind it. You fucking put Problem Child in the ring, and now there's fucking Prime and UFC in the ring next to it. Like
yeah
ironic. Like it doesn't
yes
make sense.
and that yeah
Bro, no
The room
question
upstairs that
is
nobody sees
challenge
at the
him.
warehouse
Ask him.
has nothing Logan related. You go downstairs in the room that everyone sees and everyone's filming. There's a picture on two to three pictures on every wall, every fucking corner of the room that just have you get your newspaper hung up like that you got as a fucking gift, with all the articles on your accolades. He hangs one up literally right next to it, like gets it made in it. Like
What's the takeaway
This
from
is
all of
fucking-
this? Like,
the takeaway is don't be famous, and fame and money is the root of all evil, actually, is the takeaway.
No, that's not true.
People
No,
get
that's not true. That's not true. Money is not. People are. Money is not. Money is just a tool. But if you know how to use it, it's not gonna change. It's how I like how Andrew described it. I was a G before I had money. So money is not an evil. No. I disagree on this one with him because other people just know how to use it. Simple. But if you use it on dumb shit, it's obviously is evil. You're using it on dumb shit. So it's all about the people who are how you use it. Give me thoughts on this one.
lost.
but you guys are so far past
Subscribe,
like
guys, to
But
not
when you're
lose
so deeply like
any
hurt
video.
and traumatized, and like you have such a big void of validation,